University for Southeast Asia. And we hope that we can welcome more and more Myanmar students to our campus. And my presentation today will last in about 25 to 30 minutes. So if you have any questions, please leave it until the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Maybe not many of you know about Brock University and where it's located. So I would like to share a bit information about Brock. Before that, I want to show a short video clip about our university, so you can have images how our university look like.
Three.
Okay.
The audio is close. We can
Hello?
hear the audio.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so in terms of locations, Brock University located in St. Catharines City. We are the only one public university in Niagara region, and we are 20 minutes to Niagara Falls, 30 minutes to the US border, and 1 hour to Toronto. So with that location, it's very, very convenient for the student to commute around as well as to find a part-time job, because you know that Niagara Falls is very famous tourist place for the in Niagara, and we also have a shopping center, shopping outlet, restaurant, casino there, and even in Brock University, we have 1,000 part-time jobs for students. So if you don't worry that you study in a small city, you cannot find a part-time job, it's not a problem for Brock students as well. And for the living expense, I must say that the living expense in St. Catharines City is 60% less than in Toronto. Based on the surveys, the living expense in St. Catharines is roughly around 650 to 800 per month. So you can save a lot of money when you study at Brock. And here's the pictures of our main campus. The reason why I say main campus, because we have one satellite campus for our Faculty of Fine and Performing Arts in the downtown St. Catharines, and this is our main campus. And we're proud to be the only one university in Canada located in the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. So you can see that our campus is very huge, very green, very safe, and very beautiful as well. And in terms of weather, because I know that many students, especially students and parents from Southeast Asia, always ask me, is that too cold in Canada? Can I go to class during the winter time? But actually, St. Catharines City is the warmest area in Canada. And during this winter time, it's only roughly around -8 to -10. It's not too cold that can affect your study and your life. But it's very wonderful because you still can enjoy the snow in Canada during the winter. And the good thing about Brock University, even our campus is very huge, but we have the link between the buildings. So during the winter time, you don't need to go out to go to the class. And I'm sure that it will not affect your study as well. And Brock University is a public university established in 1964, and we are home to 19,000 students, in which we have 2,500 international students come from 110 countries worldwide. So Brock community is very diversified, and we are very proud to say that we are #1 in Canada for mental health service. We are #1 in Ontario for student satisfactions, and #2 in Canada for academic advising. And we also has one of the highest rate of graduate employment, with 96.5% of students get job after graduate. It's very high percentage of students get job after graduate from Brock University. And 100% of program at Brock University are experiential learning. It means that we try to maximize the opportunity for you to apply what you study into the real world and help you to be ready to join the workforce after you graduate. And abroad, the class size is very small. We commit with the student. We only maintain the class size around 30 to 35 students to make sure that the student have enough can join all the project in the class and have interactions with professor as well as their classmates. And abroad university, we are very proud to be top 5 in diversity for co-op programs offered in Ontario. And the co-op education is very popular in Canada. It means that you can work, you can earn money and earn experience while you study. It's different from internships. Internships may be a short-term job, maybe paid or unpaid, not guaranteed that related to what you study. But for the co-op, for example, at Broad University, the co-op program will be minimum 12 months. You will get paid for that, and you will work related to what you study. So after you graduate, you are not a fresh graduate student. You are student graduate with real experience. And for the co-op program, you can apply directly after you graduate from high school. And for other programs that we don't have the co-op option, we also have very hands-on learning with the seminar, the lab, the international exchange, as well as the project for students to join. As I shared before, because Broad University is the only one public university in Niagara regions, so our students not only work for the private company, but they also can work for the project by the government as well. It's really good experience for the student while they study abroad. And as all our programs are focused on the student careers, so we prepare for the student future as well as we try to increase the earning potential for the student. So it's the reason why we always are the #1 in Ontario for student satisfactions. At Broad University, we not only care for our current students, we also care about our alumni who already graduate from Broad. So every year we have a day called like Better Home. We welcome students who already graduate from Broad to come back to Broad to share the opportunities together. And as I mentioned before, more than 40 programs at Broad University, we have the co-op option for the students. And for the co-op, the student will work minimum 12 months and get paid for what they do. And the average salary for the student from 18 to 23 Canadian dollar per hours. And even for some students who study sciences or computer sciences, they can get more than that. And we're very proud of our partner company network. For like accounting and finance, we have partnership with all big 4 company. And for the computer science or software, we also have partnership with IBM or Sanofi, Mercedes-Benz or Scotia Banks, a lot of big names in the industry that the student can apply to work as a co-op students. And here's the co-op's schedule sample at Broad University. As you know that when you go to work, you are not only need to have the knowledge, but also need to have the soft skill to fulfill the task. So in the first 2 years, Broad University will prepare for the student, not only the IQ, but also the EQ needed to apply for the job and also prepare for you for the CV, to the interview to get the job. And from the 3rd year, the student will start working. And in the 3rd and the 4th year, the student will not have the summer holidays. And the co-op programs will last in 4.5 years instead of 4 years like the normal programs. And at Broad University, we are comprehensive university. So we have programs in varieties of faculties. We have 7 faculties. We have applied health science, education, business, humanities, fine and performing arts, mathematics and science, and social science as well. And every year we have 3 intakes. We have January, May, and September intakes. However, the September intake will be the biggest intake at Broad University. And we also have more than 50 master and PhD programs, but I'm only in charge of the undergraduate program for Brock University. So if you have any question related to postgraduate programs, you can contact to our program coordinator for further information about our postgraduate programs. And I only go through some outstanding program at Brock University. For applied health science, we're very proud of our kinesiology and sport management programs. We are top university in Canada for kinesiology and sport management. And we are also one of the first university in Canada have these two programs in our undergraduate level. And especially for our sport management programs, it can be said that we are top one in Canada as well. We have very strong industry network, and our graduate students hold very high positions in sport organization in Canada. And the student can go for the fieldwork from the third and the fourth year as well. And for our nursing programs, we have the highest accreditations by School of Nursing Association in Canada. And it's the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So after graduate, the student can take the exam to become the registered nurse in Canada. And the good thing is we don't have any limitation for the international application to our nursing programs. So if you are interested in nursing program at Brock University, you can submit your application, and we assess the student, international student and domestic student equally. So you don't need to worry about the quota or the limitation for the nursing students. For the education programs, we also have the program for all teachable subjects at all levels, from primary to juniors and intermediate senior level. And we have two pathways to become a teacher in Canada. You can apply for the concurrent education programs. It means that we can issue the letter of acceptance for the package of 6 years from the undergraduate program and teacher education program for those who surely want to become a teacher. And if you are still a little bit confusing whether you want to become a teacher or you only want to study one undergraduate programs at Brock, so you can apply for the consecutive education programs. It means that you apply for one undergraduate program first, and then you can apply for teacher education. Both pathway also last in 6 years, no difference in terms of the length of the programs, only difference in the way you apply. You can apply for the package 6 year, or you apply for 4 year first and then apply for 2 year teacher education. And for Goodman School of Business, we are very proud of our School of Business. We are accredited by AACSB, also a member of Beta Gamma Sigma. It means that we are top 5% of business school worldwide. And for all the 3 programs, we have the co-op option for the students. And as you know that any one of you interested in to become an accountant with CPA in Canada, we're proud to say that we provide one of the best accounting program in Ontario with a fastest track for the student to get the CPA. And if you study Bachelor Accounting Co-op, you also can have the co-op at the Big Four company, as they are our partner company for the student to do the co-op. And as you can see on the screens, if as a student from other university, it takes them about 6 years to take the common final exam for the CPA. But for Brock students, only 4 years bachelor and 7 months master programs. All the programs are accredited by CPA Canada. So after graduate in 4 months and 4 years and 7 months, the students are eligible to take the common final exam. It really fast track for the student for the CPA. So when the student have CPA, it means that easier for them to get a good job with a higher salary as well. And for the business administration programs, we also have 10 different concentration for the student to choose. We have accounting, finance, entrepreneurships, international business, operations, marketing, human resource as well. So you don't need to choose the majors from the very first year, because like you will work very closely with our academic advisor to make decision about the concentrations from the third year. And for the faculties of humanities, we have the game design programs. It's very like competitive and also very good programs that cooperate with Niagara College. So after graduate in 4 years, students will get advanced diploma in game development and Bachelor of Game Design from Brock universities. And for students who want to work in the social media industry, and also can learn more about our interactive art and science as well. And as I mentioned before, we have the separate campus for the Marilyn I. Walker School and Fine Performing Arts of Brock University. It's located in St. Catharines City, downtown St. Catharines City. The campus have around 500 students with very well equipped equipment for the student to use. We also have 300 seat theaters in the campus, because our students also have the performance and exhibitions in Marilyn I. Walker School. So the school also open for the public to come enjoy their performance and exhibition as well. And we have dramatic art, music, study art and culture and visual art as well. And for the Marilyn I. Walker Fine Performing Art programs, we require the student to have the portfolio or the auditions. Depends on what program that they apply for. And for the faculty of mathematics and science, we have, as you know, that during and after COVID-19, the demand for the like labor working for the pharmaceutical industries, like really in shortage. So we have 5 bio-related programs, and most of them we have the co-op for the opportunity for the students. So Brock University, we invest a lot of money in our lab test and equipment and different from other institutions that only use the lab and the equipment for teaching and research purpose. But for Brock University, anything that we have at our university, we allow the student to use for their studying purpose. And so it's very hands-on and experiential program as well. And we also have 4 computer-related programs. We have the computer science with the majors in software engineering and the artificial intelligence. Intelligent system that refer to artificial intelligence and robotics as well. And we also have the computing and business program. Is the combination between the Faculty of Mathematics and Science and business, Goodman School of Business. So after graduate, the student can work as the IT specialist, or they can also work at the build up the system to support the company operations. And I must mention about our data science and analytics programs. Before we launched the programs, our professor did a survey in the market, and a lot of employers, they feedback that the student graduate from the data science program, they can do the data mining, they have the data in hand, but they don't know how to turn it into the company's strategy. So from that demand from the market, we launched the program Data Science and Analytics. So in that program, the student not only have the knowledge for the computational data science, they also have knowledge in financial and business analytics. So after graduate, they can meet the requirement from the labor market, so with a higher salary. And last but not least is social science program, in which we also have the business communications, business economics programs. And we also have Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in psychology. And we also have the co-op option for the student who study psychology. And I must say that Brock very proud of our research for the psychology fields in the industry and amongst the Canadian university as well. So the student can work with very well-known professors when they study Bachelor of Psychology at Broad University. And for the postgraduate level, we also have Master of Art in Psychology for students who want to continue their study in further education in psychology as well. And here's some entry requirement for the popular and recommended programs at Broad University. As you can see on the screens, for the competitive and for recommended programs, almost of them will rank from mid-70s to high 80. It means that from 74% to 87% to get in our programs. In terms of campus living in Broad University, we have 8 residents in our campus, but it's not compulsory for students to stay in campus. If you want to stay off campus housing, our international office also support you to find a shared apartment with your friends. But I highly recommend the first year student to stay in residence to make sure that you're free in mind to focus on study only. You don't need to worry about housing. You don't need to worry about cooking and everything. And if the student want to have a space, a slot in our residence, please make sure that you submit your application and deposit by June 3rd to 2024 for our September intake. So by submit applications and deposit on that day, we guarantee that you will have slot in our residence. And I always tell my students that at Broad University, you don't have time to feel boring, because beside the class activities, we also have a lot of associations and clubs for the student to join. We can be considered as a sports university in Canada. We have 94 provincial championships and 47 national championships. And at Broad University, we have 48 sport clubs from the professional club to join to compete with other universities, to intramural club for students who only want to play for fun. And Broad also invests a lot of money in our sport facility as well. Last year, we hosted the Canada Summer Game in our campus. We have Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have indoor running track. We have 15,500 square feet space for the fitness, with a lot of cutting-edge equipment for the student to use. And for all the facilities, the student can feel free to access it. And beside the sport club, we also have the associations for the students based on their hobby, their geologist, or anything that the student interested in. If we don't have existing club or association, you can submit the form to our Broad unions to form your own club or association of their interest. We really support the student to do that. And at Broad University, as we mentioned before, we are #1 in Canada for mental health service. We always want to make sure that our students are being taken care of and being happy when they study at Broad University, because only happy students can be successful students. So the most important part about the cost, first, in terms of tuition fee, for this year, our tuition fee 34 to 35,000 Canadian dollar. And at Broad University, we have very good policies. We call it the tuition warranty policy. It might mean that after you start the program at Broad University, if you don't change the course, the tuition will remain unchanged for the duration of your study, maximum 5 years. So you don't need to worry about the increase for the tuition every year, because you see that there's some university from the first year until the last year, it's maybe like 8,000 to 10,000 difference in terms of tuition. But for Broad, after you start the program, if you don't change, the tuition will remain unchanged. It's very good for you. You can save a lot of money as well. And for the on-campus resident in dining, it will be from 13 to 15,000 Canadian dollar. But if you stay our campus, it'd be cheaper for you. And in total, is about 51 to 55,000 Canadian dollar per year for the students. And the mandatory fee will include the insurance, the bus pass, and the access to the facility as well. In terms of scholarships, Brock University can be considered very generous university in Canada for the scholarships. First, we have the Brock Scholar. What is the merit-based scholarship based on your results at the last year at high school? We will convert it into the percentage and then grant you scholarship. Minimum from 80%, you can start to receive the scholarship from our university, and the higher the grade, the higher values of scholarship that you will receive. And this year we have new scholarship called Brock University Global Reach Award. We will grant 1,500 Canadian dollar for the first 10 students in Southeast Asia to accept the offer. And for the student who study IB, AP, and A level, we also have extra 1,000 and do credit transfer for the student as well. So you not only can save money, but also can save time. And I really want to promote our One App because it's very convenient for the students. We developed a platform called One App. So after you apply to Brock University, you have student ID. You only need to log in One App, fill in one application. All the scholarship that we have in our university will list out for you to apply. So, and these scholarships are taxable. It means that you can combine them together. To deduct from the tuition fee. And the highest value of scholarships is our international student ambassador. What every year Brock win to 10 international students to become our ambassador. So for this scholarship, the student need to submit one application form, 2 reference letter, and 1 video clip from 3 to 5 minutes. And if you become our ambassador, you only need to pay the tuition equal to the domestic student, and you will work very closely with our international office to promote Brock University to international students. And in terms of entry requirement for all the programs, we will require the student to have IELTS 6.5, no band under 6, only for the Bachelor of Accounting co-op because it's a CPA accredited programs, and the student will do co-op from the second years. So we require a bit higher in terms of the English proficiency, like IELTS 7.0, no band under 6.5. We also accept TOEFL, IPT, Duolingo, CAEL, and PTE as well. And if you don't have the enough English, you can also apply to our English programs. So we offer the program start from 4.5. So you can X level will be last in 13 weeks for you. And if your IELTS is 6.0, we also have the accelerated English program in 8 weeks for the student to get in any program that start from 6.5. So that's all the program that I want to share about Brock University. So it's time for Q&A. If you have any question about our programs or life at Brock, let me know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Your presentation is really, really good and perfect. Now we are going to the Q&A session.
Okay.
မေးစရာမေးခွန်းလေးရှိရင်လေဒီ chat box တွေကနေလည်းစာရိုက်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရလို့ဒီကိုယ့်ဘာကိုလည်း mute လုပ်ပြီးတော့လည်းပြောလို့ရပါတယ်ဗျမေးစရာမေးခွန်းလေးများရှိလားမသိ
You can chat into the chat box.
Yeah. The chat box တွေကနေလည်းစာရိုက်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါတယ်နော်
I would like to ask some questions, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, now for your overall presentation, I think I didn't see any engineering program. is it?
Yeah, actually, for the computer science, we have software engineering. And
Mhm.
this year, we just launched a program called Integrated Engineering. That program is the combinations between software engineering, mechanical engineering, and electrical engineering. But we don't have a specific engineering, like only focus on one aspect of engineering.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Is there any education program? Yes, I can share the screen again for the education programs. A minute, please. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned before, at Broad University, we have two pathways to become teacher in Canada. We have the concurrent education program. It means that from the very first stage, when you will apply for the packet offer of 6 years, 4-year undergraduate and 2-year teacher education, if you surely want to become a teacher. But if you're still confusing, you're not really sure that you want to become a teacher, you can apply for our undergraduate program first. And then in the 3rd year, you apply for our teacher education programs to study in 2 years. In total, it's still 6 years. And so for the early childhood education program, actually that program is only online for the student who already graduate from diploma in early childhood in Canada. So is it possible, please share with me which level or what subject you want to teach? Hi, Remy. Do you have any more question about our education programs?
ဒီ education program နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့သိချင်တာလေးရေးဆက်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါတယ်ဗျနောက်ထပ်သိချင်တာလေးရောရှိသေးလားမသိဘူး
Visa with English program for master. Actually, for the master programs, normally we only accept the student who meet the entry requirement for the English. So we also accept the student with PTE. So I see that for some programs, PTE is easier than for IELTS, so you can try it. And for the visa, if for my experience, if you got the packet offer for the English and the master course, so I don't think that is any difficulties for you to apply for the visa.
Now that teaching တာလေးရှိရင်လည်းထပ်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါသေးရဲ့နော်
You're welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So when I joined the sharing session, I was late. So I wonder when the intake is. When is the intake?
Intakes. So at Broad University, we have 3 intakes per year. We have January, May, and September intakes. And September is the biggest intake with all programs and co-op option available. January and May, the number of programs is a little bit limited. And the deadline for September intake is the 1st of February. However, if we still have slot available for students, we still open for the student to apply. And you don't need to submit the IELTS result as a time that you submit application, because the deadline to submit IELTS or other English test is the 1st of May. So you can submit your academic transcript and all related document first, and then submit IELTS by June 1st. So which intake that you're interested in? Redmi?
I think I want to go in January 2024.
January 2024. So for which programs?
Teacher education.
Let me check for you right now. Because like not all the programs opens for January. A minute, please.
Now that teaching and make only that we don't meet Yabadi, no?
Internet is so slow here. Wait a minute, I check for you all. For January intake. For January intake, we only have like Bachelor in Adult Education and Bachelor Physical Education. So I think that for other program in education, you need to apply for the September intake instead.
Now that make on tapu napu lo tabizo, let can be wrong again. Tabizo meeting at the Rashi.
And I see the question from Marvin. I have a Bachelor of Business International Business from James Cook University. Any scholarship program for Master in International Business? Actually, our at Broad University in postgraduate level, we had 2 programs. We have the MBA ISB International Student Pathway programs. For that program, we require the student to have IELTS 6.5, no band under 6, no working experience, no GMAT at all. And we have the traditional MBA programs. That program requires the student to have IELTS 7.5, no band under 7, and also GMAT 550 as well. And for both programs, we have the scholarship from our Goodman School Business. It's 2,000 for 1 year. It's not a very high value, because for postgraduate programs, we don't have very high value scholarships. However, as I mentioned before, we have the International Student Ambassador Awards, and that scholarship also available for students who study master. So if you want to apply for that scholarships, it's open, and the deadline is the 1st of April. So you can try it.
Now that make on tapu lo tabizo let can pound again. Now that make only she did memo. Now that meeting and make only she did. Miss Jury, I think there is no more questions, so we are going to meet the end. That is why please tell me and them to your last speech, please.
Okay, thank you very much for joining our sharing section today. And I mentioned before, I'm really hope that I can welcome more and more Myanmar students to our beautiful campus in the next year. And if you have any question, feel free to contact with the expert. They can connect with me so that I can answer all your questions that related to our programs and life in our campus as well. Thank you very much for today. And thank you very much for support for have wonderful webinar today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. Thank everyone.
The Noro the Chaboma Noria phone money Tabia. The phone of Sabio. Sabio Mido Yavano. Your presentation is really, really perfect. Good to see you too. And if we have time, we meet again.
Okay. So if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. Or if any of you want to book one like meeting with me to learn more about Broad University, please contact with Liam and the company to connect with me. So I'm very happy to set up a meeting with you to share more about Broad. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.